Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, among the servants of Allah are people who are neither prophets nor martyrs, but who prophets and martyrs would deem fortunate due to their high rank with Allah. Upon this, the companion asked, Ya Rasulallah, who are these people? He said, they are those who love each other for the sake of Allah, without being related, without any blood relation with them, or without being connected by wealth transaction. In other words, this is purely for the sake of Allah, not because they love each other because they are related, even though that is one of the greatest virtues, but not because they love each other because of wealth or worldly adornments, but purely for the sake of Allah. He further went on to talk about the rewards that they would have with Allah. He said, Wallahi, their faces will be luminous, and they will be upon light, and they will have no fear. They will feel no fear when people will be feeling fear. They will feel no grief when people will be feeling grief. Upon this, he recited in a verse from the Quran wherein Allah said, Ala inna awliya Allahi la khawfun alayhim La khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. Verily and indeed, the awliya of Allah will have no fear, nor would they have any grief. Awliya is the plural of wali, and that means the friend of Allah. Allah is saying the friends of Allah will have no fear and no grief. So if you want to befriend Allah, it's very simple. If you want to be a wali, it's very simple. Well, it is simple because Allah, la yukallifullahu nafsan illa wus'aha. Okay, the simple formula is act upon the commands and keep away from the prohibitions. Know the boundaries of Allah and keep them at bay. Then you will be Allah's friend. On a day when people will be fearing, people will be running helter-skelter, everyone will be talking about himself. Nafsi, nafsi, nafsi. Yawma yafirru al-mar'u min akhi. وأمه وأبيه وصاحبته وبنيه لكل امرئ منهم يومئذ شأن يغنيه. Everyone will be thinking about himself, running about brother, sister, father, mother, husband, wife, beloved one, friends. Everyone will be running away from each other. On that day, the friends of Allah will have no fear and they will have no grief when people will be feeling fearful of the situation and the environment. Well, people will be grieving about what's happening. Allah said, I guarantee. The Prophet said, Wallahi, the friends of Allah will feel no fear when people are scared. They will have no grief when people will be grieving. So brothers and sisters, let's take heed. Let's be among those who love each other for the sake of Allah. Remember in a different narration in Hadith Qudsi, Allah said, وَجَبَتْ مُحَبَّتِي لِلْمُتَحَابِينَ فِيَّ. It is incumbent for me to love those who love each other for the sake of Allah. So let's put ourselves to test. What's my love for you? What's the purpose of my love for you? Is there any strings attached? If that's the case, then I need to rectify that mistake and sincerely love you for the sake of Allah. Is it because something I can get from you? Is it because the benefits I'm getting from you? Is it because by showing you love, respect, and reverence, I would earn something from you? Is there something that I need other than Allah from you? If that comes after your love, that is an added bonus, but love for the sake of Allah, and that would not deprive you from what you're supposed to have. So brothers and sisters, there are servants of Allah who will be so blessed on the day of Qiyamah that even prophets and martyrs would deem them lucky, fortunate because of what Allah has given them, even though they are not prophets and they are not martyrs. These are the people that love each other for the sake of Allah with no strings to attach. The Prophet said, Wallahi, their face will be full of light and they will be upon light. When people are scared, they would have no fear. When people are grieving, they will not grieve. Brothers and sisters, dunya is nothing but deception. Very limited joy. Let's work for the hereafter so we won't be scared. If you're scared in this world, guarantee yourself that you would have security, no fear on the day of Qiyamah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.